Hey guys, I am back in Ohio, and I'm kind of just gonna do like an update video on like everything, kind of. Sorry for like, I have a bunch of pimples right there or something. So like a lot of stuff. Yeah, you'll see. Okay, so my garden's kind of overgrown, and we actually got a melon from it somehow. We never planted melons, but there's like a melon on the counter. I cut it up. My dad was like, we got it out of the garden, and I was like, what? So I guess there's melon plants growing in the garden. There's my chihuahua. I missed her very much. My mango tree died, which is really sad. I had that for like a year or two now. But something you haven't seen, which I'm kind of in the process of making a video. I made a video like a really long time ago. I have papaya trees going here that I'm about to replant. And then I have wood in here, which this looks terrible, but it's been under a tarp for the last month. And that's wood that I had to waterlog, and it is now going in my, whatchamacallit? Oh, what is it called? It's going in something. It's gonna be great. It's going in one of my tanks, so yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, so I replanted my papaya trees. Not sure how well they'll do because I didn't do a great job. Replanted a snake plant that I have in the pot that my mango tree was in, and then so if you didn't know, I have a skink that I got from the wild, but it's like native to Ohio. It's actually right here. Let's see here. Right there. And then I also have a snail that I found at Lowe's, and I think they're the type that like you keep as pets, but yeah, I found out at Lowe's that it's like a European snail. It's kind of hard to see. It's not focusing right. But there it is right there. I'm not sure if I've shown these before. To be honest, I forget. But I have them in this. It's just a 10-gallon that I set outside because I don't want to put them inside because like this is like wild soil. And I don't want to mix up my iguana stuff because mites and bad stuff. And then also they can get UVB kind of out here, so that's good. Yeah, they kind of eat like wild bugs and stuff from the soil. And yeah, so now I'm gonna go unpack my suitcase. I ran this morning. I don't know, I don't know. Today's kind of been messed up because I've just gotten back. So I'm gonna unpack my suitcase, and then I'm going to start on the tanks. Okay, so once I get there's my ducks. We got rid of 3 of them, so now we have only 3. We have 1 male and 2 females, and they've been laying eggs. They've started anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna redo the tank today. I'll make a separate video for that. I'll probably show it in the end of this video, but yeah, there's stuff to talk about in there, so let's go. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with the iguana. There's tons of water stains all over his glass. I hate it. I guess I'm just thinking here. Okay, so tons of water stains. His grass isn't doing real well. I'm going to move around the dirt kind of and get him new water. And right now he's back there. Probably I'll put more dirt in the cage and I'll clean the glass. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the iguana. Now I was thinking if I'm gonna tell you, so I have this other 55-gallon down here. And what I'm going to do is, so if you saw that crested gecko video, I want to get a crested gecko, but I want to get ones from Craigslist, so it'll be a little while till one pops up. I'm sure somebody has one that they'll want to get rid of. I used to see them on Craigslist all the time. Yeah, I'd rather get one like, well, first of all, from somebody, so then I'm not like getting a new one, and yeah, I'd rather like rescue one kind of, or rehome one. But also I want to get one that possibly has like other stuff with it besides just the crested gecko, because you can get them cheaper on Craigslist. So yeah, so this is the tank that I'd be putting it in. You might be thinking, if you know anything about crested geckos, this is way too big. But I want to put it in this space, not this tank. I'm thinking that I actually want to get rid of this tank, and you know the stand that the 10-gallon was on just a second ago? I'm also getting rid of that for sure because I don't need it. Obviously, I have one. But what I want to do is I want to take pallet wood and like encase the whole bottom of this black stand in pallet wood, the back, not the front, but yeah, the back. Then have like a partly coming up like down here, and then have like something hanging here that's made out of pallet wood that I can like flip up if I need to, and that's where the lights will be. And then in the front, I'm gonna have like two like screen doors, kind of like here and here, that I'll be able to open up like this. And I think I want to basically do what I did up here with all the dirt and stuff and the wood and stuff, but do it in there. Do a foam, like expanding foam background, like custom background. Make it look super natural. Have pothos plants, bamboo plants, spider plants. So that's my plan for this. When I first get it, I think I'm gonna take this tank. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of it or not because it has some water stains, to be honest, but it doesn't really look that bad. Especially underwater, if you used it as a fish tank, it would look pretty good. But I think I want to get rid of it, and when I first get it, I might not have all the amazing stuff, but I might just keep it in like 20-gallon long that I have like this way, and just like set it down here. And I mean, I'll have the lighting, the heating, the humidity, everything's right, but it's not nice looking. So it'll be like 50-gallon space, but like really it won't be because there'll be like expanding foam background and stuff like that. And if it really works out really well, then I'll do the same with my iguana's tank. Just do the same setup and everything. Just get rid of the tank and do a different thing around it. But I don't know. I'm going to see how expensive it will be. It'll be a while before I can do that, like another year or so. Like a school year at least. So, yeah, I'm going to go cut up food for the iguana, which I'm not going to film. And then I guess I'm just going to come back when I'm all done with fixing his cage and stuff. Okay, so it doesn't look perfect, but it looks much, much better. As you can see, the glass is a lot more clear. I kind of wiped it all down. Hopefully that helps. I'm not exactly sure. I fed him. There's some grass there, and I poured a lot more grass seed because like a lot of it died, and mixed that in, as you can see, like the little specks and stuff. Then I put the watering bowl here and the food there, so I kind of like switched them around, and I filled up the water thing, and a lot of the leaves were underground, so I pulled them up to make it look like ground clutter again because he had been digging. Made that visible, and yeah, he's back here. You can see, actually you can't see it all, never mind, but you can kind of see him there. He's staring at me like, what the heck are you? Like, he's like, get away, this is my place. You can see him through there. His tail is much, much longer now. Like, it's fully, I think it's fully grown back, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything with this today, and so now this looks nice, which I'm pleased with. Now it's this, which doesn't look terrible, but there's some sad things I have to say about this lovely, well, my first aquarium here. Well, kind of. Anyway, so basically, as you can tell, there's two angelfish. I don't know if I said this, I think I did, I'm not sure. But Zeus, my, like, adult male angelfish, which I think it was male, he died, and it could have been to the hands of these two, or it could have been because he was old. I don't know. I hadn't had him his whole life. I had just had the end. So, yeah, basically, this doesn't have too bad with algae. I might need to clean it a little bit. There's my catfish. Oh, so the other sad thing, there's two, sadly, is when I left. Well, my frog's gotten out before, and I talked about it, and we found it, but it happened a second time while I was gone, and again, we found it, but the third time happened again. Again, we have a screen. Sorry, my phone, it died, and that was a while back, so this is actually after I made the whole video, but anyway, I was saying that there's a screen back here, So yeah, I don't know how the frog exactly got out. I already took the screen off, so that's why it's like that. Anyway, we're gonna get another frog, and we're gonna... Oh, shoot, yeah. So my African clawed frog got out, and my parents didn't find it, and it's really sad because we got her as an adult, and I really liked her. She was cool, but we're gonna try to feed it like fatty-ish foods, like goldfish and worms, to kind of make it grow faster. Hopefully that's not a bad thing, but when we got ours, it was like only on goldfish. So yeah, we'll see. And yeah, we're gonna have to put something like there that's like more sturdy. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna show this just real quick. I just finished it. It's great. Did a new scape and everything. Totally tore my room apart. Like, there's a tank full of water in my bed, a shop light, I don't know, like some rags all over. Yeah, it's just terrible. But anyway, now I have this tank to do, and I'm pretty sure that one of the things that I said was a minnow, a type of minnow, is actually a bass, because it's like twice the size of when I left. So I need to clean all the walls, then I need to do a water change, then I'm going to plant some of these spider plants in here. Then I got to work on those two tanks. That tank, I'm going to plant some stuff in. That tank, I just need to take care of. By the way, don't keep your beetles in a setup like this. Keep it like in that, which is much more humid, because that was a terrible idea and didn't work out too well. So yeah, I'm still gonna keep it. I think it looks nice. It has like one cactus. I might try to plant more succulents, because I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, this tank's really weird now. I don't even know what happened to it. Like, this piece wasn't there. Wasn't where it is. That piece wasn't where it is. I don't even know how that happened. Like, I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm still like mind boggled. Don't know if it was my parents or something. Obviously they looked for the frog when I was gone, so my whole room was torn up when I got here. And my brother didn't water these two aquariums at all, even though my dad told him to, why my parents were gone and I was gone. So yeah, this tank's gonna get back to normal. I don't know. I'm basically, what I'm doing is, like, I'm showing you, and then I'm fixing it, and then I'm showing you the fixed version, and it'll look great. So I might do some time-lapse here, just because, like, I really haven't had any meat to this video, I think. I don't know. I don't think I will, because it's gonna be terrible. So, yeah. See you once this is done, at least. So real quick, keep in mind... Okay, so one thing I think I actually will film me doing is planting some stuff in this aquarium and I think the other two. By the way, when I was doing that crazy water change that you just saw that I decided to film, I found a living clam in my tank, which I'm not surprised about because I got the substrate from just outside or whatever. But yeah, so there's living clam in there, which I found pretty strange. So I got some spider plants in Arizona. Not sure if it was like illegal to put them in my luggage, but I did, and I brought them over, and I guess it was fine because they passed through or whatever. But it wasn't my carry-on; it was just my luggage, so I'm sure it's fine. And I basically just put them in a baggie with wet paper towel on their roots and like this, and they were pretty flat already, so I think they're pretty much fine. I wonder how long I could actually keep them in that baggie because they still look pretty good. I'm sure at some point it would start to mold. But I have like 3 big pieces and then 1 real small one. And I'm thinking I'm going to plant the real small one in here because I know I'll be able to like fit it. Probably, I don't know, I think I'll plant it right here. Hopefully you can see that. Oh shoot, I just accidentally turned on my Xbox. Anyway, over there. And then I think I'm going to leave the other ones for the other aquarium because, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to like break off a small bit. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think I could break this off. Here we go. Okay. I'm not sure how well this plant will do because I just broke it off from the other plant, but it's real small. Here it is. Turned off my Xbox. Okay, so I think I'm gonna plant this one over here. These will be pretty easy to plant anyway. So I noticed that some of my Pothos died, and I think the reason it looks so bad is because I had that big Pothos plant hanging around here. I think that died, and all that organic material basically came down and formed that disgusting like mossy stuff I was showing you on that piece of wood. So I actually got rid of that piece of wood that I showed you guys in the time lapse. I'm not sure how well that was shown because it was a time lapse. Yeah, basically I got rid of that piece of wood because it was real gross, and I didn't really need a piece of wood in here. So this plant looks like it has a little bit more of a root. It has a lot of like stuff built up in the root, which should be good for this tiny little plant here. So just gonna plant it right here, where there's not really any other plants planted, kind of. So yeah, it should be pretty cool to have like a diverse amount of tropical plants here. Have some spider plants, obviously the pothos, and I don't know why, but I made a tropical type environment in that 10-gallon. The 10-gallon that I'm about to like fix because it was less tropical when I left, I guess. You could say that. My brother didn't water it. Anyway, let's see, what was I saying? Anyway, I have tons of pothos plants and I didn't plant any in there, and I'm super confused with myself. So yeah, hopefully that looks better. You can't really see the other one here. I'll show you. I remember when I'd never pick up the camera. Anyway, so yeah, there's these nice big, like this plant is doing especially well. You can tell they're doing real well when they have this thick, yeah, you can't really see with my hands in the way. You have like that, the thick stem, and then like color in the leaves. Like if you see this one, like not thick stem at all, and like no color in the leaves. Leaves are real tiny, but this one's like doing great. As you can see, it has tons of stuff coming out. So now to add to that, there's also the spider plants, which spider plants get quite large, but I don't know, we'll see. And like this is how I kind of know. If you look over here, kind of like not very many leaves. When there is leaves, they're not very colorful. And as you go, this is about the time that I planted them in here, and then they started growing like this, like totally gonna take over everything. Crazy good leaves, which is really cool. So yeah, so in this Paludarium I have the new plants in here, and I obviously made this look like 100% better, like did a full 180 on this thing pretty much. So yeah, now I'm gonna talk about these two tanks. Hey guys, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm not exactly sure if it's long. If it is long, then good. If it's not long, then bad, because I'm stopping it early. But I'm gonna go do those in like I guess a second video, like a follow-up to this. Because, I don't know, I think it might be long, and I think it'd be easier if I edited less, because I have to go to bed soon, and I need to get this video out tonight. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.